Field coming out onto the offense early, and if you're a UCF fan, it's not going to be the most comfortable feeling. You know, when Valleyfield smell the blood in the water, they got that instinct, and they're going to get the first goal of the series here. It's going to be broken, and Valleyfield get the first.
A beautiful answer right there as Valleyfield is able to open up the doors. First goal of the series going to be going their way. They're going to be feeling good, putting UCF right on their heels.
So for Valleyfield, so important to get that one, but Valleyfield still keeping it going against UCF, Rome.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing, is I spoke to UCF about that specific matchup, and you know what they said? Oh, we trolled it. We were trolling. Don't worry about it. We're gonna smoke them today. It's gonna be fun. Get ready for it. That's gonna be a beautiful. Oh no! Yes, as Bambi's able to punch it through, finding the equalizer. 1 minute remaining. 1-1 game.
Huge equalizer for the main man there, Bambi. So consistent all season long. He's had a pretty mild performance.
Yep, they are in striking distance. 12 seconds left.
And you see they're trying to keep the possession. They're juggling in the midfield. Luke's going to have to get the defensive touch here. Valleyfield, they've clutched up so many times this tournament. A late goal would be very much in fashion. And speak, it shall appear.
Vegas able to find it with 3 seconds remaining. What a play coming out as all three committed to the ball, and that is a recipe for disaster as Valleyfield may have just found their answer in game one.
Asfura and UCF have bragged all field. Is the team that clutches up. Now can UCF answer? Tokyo's got it out to the side. Vegas to the ground, and Valleyfield take game one.
And that is such a painful way to lose it for UCF. I mean, fitting for
Bambi for Asfura out to the side, but nobody can follow that play up as Luke has to wait at the net and avoid a little oncoming contact. Here goes Bambi for Asfura. He had to peel off, and here comes Valleyfield again. This has just been the theme here.
Oh, no!
As Vegas will get credit after. Did he actually follow this up himself?
I believe it was an own goal, and
it was forced. But no,
it wasn't. He got it.
The needle.
Wow, that was squeaky clean right there.
Focus there.
It's going to have to be a team play. I feel like not one player can step up. And the good thing about them this weekend in terms of UCF is they are top out of all the teams for assists per goal. 8 of every other 9 games. Forget it. I'm going to shut up. What is that, Vegas?
Vegas with the flip reset of his life. That one was absolutely disgusting. 2-0 advantage for Valleyfield. They are cooking right now.
I mean, the defender does what you're supposed to do. If you can't get the ball, at least get the player.
Full on defense.
100% right now. Valleyfield, they've just got to keep that Mamba mentality right now. They're up 2-0. They've got to hold strong on the defensive end. They don't want to try to overcommit on offense, end up coming back to bite them. But right now, the offense, it just keeps on cooking as Vegas is able to get another one to boot.
He's got 4 in the series now for Vegas, and we're only less than 2 games in. UCF has come from Orlando. There's no D to be found from UCF.
That's crazy. I just feel bad, honestly, for them. Valleyfield, for as much as UCF, a lot of their mistakes are forced. Valleyfield just look like they could score anywhere right now. They could get the ball past Gandalf if he was stood in the way. It feels like they're just so aggressive. It's gonna be 4.
4 already, 4-0 Valleyfield over UCF. I don't think anyone scripted any of these games in this series to go this way, but Valleyfield, they've got high aspirations. They said, I'm not losing to Asfura, and they're trying to make that true.
Hey, Bates got one thing right on the desk. This series ain't 50-50. It is 100-0 right now to the Valleyfield squad. Luke for Asfura to finally get on the board, and here we go with 1:19 to go.
There's a thunderbolt from Asfura. Luke picks him out in the midfield. It's an important response, but is it early enough? They got to get 3 goals in just over a minute, and Valleyfield are the only team who have done that.
That's less time than Valleyfield took to get this all the way to the back. Comms have to be on point now. The margin for error is so slim. Luke hoping that ball would fall to his lap. It did not. So Asfura's got to cut in, and he gets dunked into oblivion by a man who can do nothing wrong.
And you can see the look on their faces right now, UCF. They are not feeling the vibes right now. They're saying, look, we understand we're in trouble and we don't even need to talk about it. None of them are even talking, it looks like right now. And I mean, that's definitely not the situation you want to be in. 59 seconds left. This one's looking like it's all UCF was able to get some momentum toward the end of this game. But right now, heading into this game number 3, their heads are going to be down. They're not going to be feeling all that great as Valleyfield able to close them out in extremely dominating fashion.
And for the UCF Knights, how...
And now Valleyfield is less than 5 minutes away with another dominant performance from sweeping UCF. Think about that, from sweeping UCF. Asfura has other plans.
I'm not so sure. Asfura showing up when it matters. He's got 9 goals coming into this in their 8 games, and a hugely important one right here, just snatching it away from the defense.
And what you love to see is the focus right now coming out of Asfura. You saw his face the second he scored that goal. No emotions. He understands the situation. He knows that this is laying off. Hurt or helped? Hurt UCF. Do you think it hurt them?
I mean, it's hard to say. Looking at the evidence, it's an understandable, fair argument, right? They came into this series cold, but maybe this is where they're warming up. It's off the backboard again as the follow-up comes through, but Asfura, no way he could get that towards the net. As the rebound, he's there. The double touch off the upright. It's 2.
And look at Asfura again. Gets the last touch to put this in. Everybody else is like, all right, yeah, fist bumps. We're all happy. I mean, okay, he didn't get the last.
This UCF roster, they are smelling blood in the water, and they're looking to strike as that one's going to be going off the crossbar. Luke trying to center this one, keep it alive, but Vegas going to be there on the defensive to clear this one away. And Vegas able to literally do it all yet again on the counterattack. What an incredible play, and now with 90 seconds remaining, Valleyfield only find themselves at a 1-point deficit.
Slicing that lead in half, and that was one counterattack. Valleyfield come roaring forward immediately, and the way they look, they
as we come up on the final minute. This is where Valleyfield has dominated. It feels like the last 8 games they've played. 1 minute to go. Trying to get the sweep on UCF. You don't want to let them back in when you've got a chance to close them out. And Luke comes through with a big one.
That one right there is almost in my opinion, going to finalize that we're going to be seeing a game number 4. I mean, this one.
That is a dangerous call, my friend.
Goodness.
I mean, we saw what Valleyfield was able to do yesterday, but this UCF roster, I'm looking at Asfura's face right now. All these goals, he is not moving. He is the man of steel right now, and I think that steel's not going to be budging on the defensive end.
I respect the opinion, and I do recognize the contrast. Never mind, I don't respect it at all. Vegas again slicing that lead down to 1.
Oh my goodness, he's done it again. 7 out of 9 goals for Valleyfield have been scored by Vegas. 7 out of 9, Rome.
I know Vegas needs...
Broken rises, but his touch is still central. So Tokyo going to have to come across. It's Vegas with the poke, just trying to prod the bear of the UCF defense. It's been a little bit shaky at times, but nothing shaky about that. Bambi finding Luke, and it's a runaway goal.
Finally, UCF looking like they're going to close one out, but it certainly had to be time to kind of sit up a little bit straighter in their chairs here in this final minute. And wondering, oh no, is it going to happen again? It still could. 16 seconds. Had to win to avoid being swept out of the playoffs. They have done so, and thus begins the long, arduous journey back, trying to get a shot at Northwood.
So that's going to be it. UCF finding they were dejected in that second game. When Vegas was scoring all those goals left, right, and center, they were essentially just like, oh, okay, let's get to the next game. Let's start this journey of this reverse sweep. And now the focus is there. And Valleyfield, if you're Valleyfield, you got to be feeling a little bit nervous right now.
You got to be feeling nervous, especially if you're broken in Tokyo, because for all the things we've seen out of Vegas, we saw another couple of sub-200-point games out of his teammates, and UCF scoring immediately to start game 4.
What a fake from the fact that they're willing to keep it comfortable and calm. I truly believe they're going to fight back in this one, and swiftly at that.
And I mean, honestly, that, in my opinion, might end up being a little bit of a problem. As right now, a problem on the pitch is going to be Luke, as he's able to hammer that one home. 2-0 UCF. This train is rolling.
I mean, this is bedlam on the back line for Valleyfield. My goodness, the holiday of games 1 and 2. They've come back home and they forgot to tidy their room. That was messy.
What happened to the comms there? Somebody's got to take this. Instead, it was just...
It feels like this has been a very long game, just dominated by UCF.
A full boost for Broken. He's got to use a fair bit of it to get this to a teammate. Vegas caught him napping.
Wow.
Great defensive effort, turning it into offense out of Valleyfield.
That's the second time that's happened. Mirror image of game 3, but maybe it's going to work out better this time for Valleyfield. UCF, they're getting a little bit over hungry as far as I'm concerned. They're so far pushed up with a 2-0 lead. That is a cheap one to concede.
And who made them pay for it?
This time for Valleyfield. UCF, they're getting a little bit over hungry as far as I'm concerned. They're so far pushed up with a 2-0 lead. That is a cheap one to concede.
And who made them pay for it yet again? It's going to be Vegas. Oh man, is Tokyo, is he going to win this challenge? That's what we're talking about. Vegas yet again able to find the equalizer. 2-2 game. They're not letting this one go.
And the house always wins, but Tokyo's 50.
Wow.
He was never going to be losing that. Vegas with a red carpet up to that ball to get the
whole lot safer right now. They're playing that turtle shell defense, and this is what I'm talking about with squads. You get in these 2-2 situations, 1 minute left. Now it's all about playing mistake-free.
As Fiora, last line of defense, can't get to it. And who else but Vegas dropping a 10 bomb.
He was not got the flexibility to avoid that one. It's Tokyo once again as for just a spectator to his own demise. And the worst part, he even got demoed after it as well.
Now UCF facing elimination. If
at least kept the ball alive at midfield, stopped Valleyfield from going deep into UCF territory. Bambi high off the back wall, and it's a double commit. Not at Valleyfield, only Vegas at the back. They beat him with the backboard touch, but as Fiora couldn't get the shot, Bambi can with 33 to go.
UCF are unrepentant. They will not give up, and what a slot from Bambi. If that shot is any less perfect, that is not a goal.
Bambi demolished there. Historically, anybody named Bambi does not do particularly well against anyone wearing orange. Vegas will clear this off to the side, and broken with Tokyo waiting underneath. Got the dunk. Needs some support. No, he doesn't. Broken comes through, and Valleyfield have a shot at Northwood.
Unbelievable. Call it a national championship, but we have Canada into the semi-finals, and what a series was that.
Valleyfield have